Welcome everybody to Ottawa, Ontario, a nation inspired, the National Preparatory Association's Central National Session. Day 2, Game 3, the first of today. We have Edge School out of Calgary, Alberta, taking on Halifax Prep from the Maritimes, 4-0 versus 4-1. Edge undefeated coming out of the western portion of their schedule, while Halifax Prep sitting at 4-1 after a win over RNS to start off the NPA season, and then going 3-1 at the East National Session. Jason Tom here alongside Elias Sabate. We got a tasty matchup here today. The only problem is Halifax Prep missing a few of their key players.
And hats off to the programming and the leadership at Halifax Prep, you know, trying to set a precedent and making sure that disciplinary action is taken for those who are not attending classes or not cutting it academically. Edge looking at full strength. Manyang Tong winning the tip.
This was a game that both of these teams had circled on their calendar for a while. Halifax Prep, tough one for them to swallow, being without 3 key members. You want to talk about a key member, that's one right there, a Dave Falar and a Datagan missing from range. Back the other way, Halifax Prep with the rock. Rayvon Young. Jaron Johnson should have just went up with that ill-advised pass. Turnover, back the other way. Ooh, looked like it could have been clean, but picking up the foul. These are two teams that play with an awful lot of energy. It's Brecky Davis at the line. This Edge squad has so many weapons at its disposal. Opening the scoring for Edge. Both teams playing their first game of this Central National Session. We have 13 teams playing 25 games over 5 days. This is the largest gathering of prep teams in Canadian basketball history. Pull-up jumper, no good. Fofo with the board. Ooh. A Dave Falar and a Datagan. I like the angle he took on the spin, just did not have the finish. And transition going up. 2 going up for the block.
That was some good defense.
That was unbelievable. That was a little. And there's Fofo, is what his friends call him, and we call him just a beast.
When that guy's headstrong, straight at the rim, it's tough to stop him. You guys are just bouncing off of him. He's so strong for his size at 6'1".
Of course, Fofo played last season with the Notre Dame Hounds. He's an NPA All-Star alongside his childhood friend, Jashawn Henry, currently at Bradley University. Jaron Johnson, no good. Halifax Prep, another offensive rebound, lands in the lap. There's Brandon Muntu from downtown. Alan Spoonhunter. Driving kick, Davis. Up top, Manyang Tong working around the perimeter, back to Spoonhunter. Davis breaking him down, foul line jumper, back rim and out. Halifax Prep, they like to run. That is their game. Ooh. Could have been a double dribble or a travel. Lots of contact, no foul.
Somehow he manages to still get the shot off.
Ooh, Jared Johnson slicing and dicing. Refs are letting him play early. Welcome to Ottawa. Ooh, Spoonhunter, drop off. Out of bounds. 2.5 minutes into this one, we're tied at 5. It's Ben Gilbert checking in for Alan Spoonhunter. Young drops it off. Telling you, neither of these teams are afraid of attacking the rim.
You stole the words from my mouth. I was just about to say Rayvon is an elite level athlete, and when he's looking straight at the rim, going coast to coast, he has that ability to finish above the rim. Both teams really attacking with some force.
That was Deion Duncan off glass.
Rayvon with the stop and pop that time. No good.
Both teams trying to get into their flow. Edge obviously flew in yesterday. Halifax Prep took the long drive in from the Maritimes. Both teams had some time to warm up prior to this game. And Yang Tong, though, well off on that attempt. Muntu. Pull up from well behind. Both teams struggling with their range in the early going here. Alan Spoonhunter just had a short little chat on the sidelines. He's back into the game, as is Emodou Ibrahim. Fofo thought about it. Ooh, turns it over.
And Julian Lual's length, he's been able to get a couple deflections already here. And he's just getting in the way of the passing angle. Jaron Johnson, a big piece of this team for Halifax Prep last season. And Marcus Eaton's making a point out of starting him at PG today.
Foul on the body there.
One too good on the first.
We knew that there'd be a couple of marquee games per day with all 13 teams from the NPA in here, and this is one of them, and so far it's exactly what we expected. Tight game.
Haynes, want the ball. Middle, 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 middle.
Again, this is Edge School out of Calgary in the black with red, taking on Halifax Prep, white and black. Spoonhunter definitely has that range, one of the better shooters on this squad, but he's off the range there. Ooh. Jaron Johnson sometimes over dribbles to his detriment, turn it over there, and there's Alan Spoonhunter. You could hear the coaching staff say that one was better.
And Spoon's got to, you know, he's in position already. The guy's got to do a better job getting the ball ahead to him, just so that he doesn't hesitate on that three ball.
Pull-up jumper. You could tell he was just a little off balance. Got away with a pull down low, did Chris Ogie. Davis, one dribble. Let's call that a pass. Spoonhunter finishing off the air ball. Ogie. Johnson asking for the screen. No good. Foe brings it down. Already a handful of rebounds for Dave Fuller and Dadigan. Coast to coast And the roll asking for the foul. He doesn't get it. That's the game of, and there he is again. There's Fofo getting back for the steal. That's what you see out of a Dave Fuller and a date again. Defensive rebound, coast to coast, tough finish, gets back on D to come in for the steal. Three-point lead for Edge. In the game for Halifax Prep, Trayvon Hamilton. Gets into the lane. Tough finish off glass. Spoon Hunter. Off the screen. Fofo pulls it from range.
And that was way off the mark from Fofo. Doesn't usually miss those. He looks a little exhausted today.
Being part of a national league is all about getting off the plane and being ready to go. Sometimes it takes guys a little longer. At the line is Man Yang Tong. Man Yang Tong getting used to the rims here in Ottawa. Overcompensated that time after coming up about a foot short on the first.
They look a little jet lagged today. Their legs aren't really in it.
Hamilton, corner three. Gets it back. Telling you this, Halifax Prep has been in the right place at the right time for a couple of these offensive rebounds. Just under 3 minutes left here in the opening quarter. The first of 5 games here today, day number 2 of the NPA Central National Session. Brandon Muntu inviting the contact with the body, finishing off glass. Spoon Hunter. That's the Alan Spoon Hunter I've heard about.
He's a shot maker, man. You just got to get it to him with time to get it off.
That's the Man Yang Tong I've heard about. All kinds of lengths coming through with the swat. Nice entry pass. Ooh, Tong almost with the stick back jam. Stepping out of bounds along the sidelines.
Fofo at Dogan back in the game for Edge. Started off the game way off the mark with the 3 ball. Here he is getting it to Spoon Hunter.
Halifax Prep back the other way. Fofo closing it off. Hamilton, that is deep. No good. Both teams still really feeling each other out. Thought they were going to get it down to the post there, and Halifax Prep has got to start feeding it into the paint because they do not have the looks from range right now.
And it's just really poor shot selection.
It's lazy.
It's lazy. It's looking for a way out and to get an easy shot.
And if they're not dropping, I mean, at some point you have to change it. I guess they're only down 2, so I figure they can stick it out a little while longer. Edge hasn't been able to pull away as of yet.
Halifax looks like they're about to give the big man, the 7-footer Ali Ragab, some time to see what he could do.
I guess maybe that's Marcus Eaton's game plan. He wants the ball in the post, so let's put the 7-footer out there. If you deny this guy a look in the post when he gets down the floor.
Well, from what I've seen before, the guards are just unaware of how to make the entry. He's in position, but a lot of these players have not played with a footer before. They don't know how to get it to him.
Spoon Hunter into the corner. 3 in the key. 38 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. This is East versus West at the Central National Session. Edge now with a chance for the final shot. They're not going to hold. In transition, Muntu. Ooh. I mean, you know you're having a bad first quarter when that happens. That would have been something else. 14-12 Edge after the opening quarter. Stay with us, folks, and we'll be second quarter action after this.
We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak.
NPH events. There's an opportunity to get involved at the ground level. NPH hosts elite level high school tournaments to national club team championships throughout the course of the season. Now is your chance to get involved with the fastest growing sport in Canada with the industry leaders and influencers. Get in the game today and join NPH in growing basketball in this country.
Taking a look at two of our better head coaches, in Canada really, Tony House and Angelo Provenzano. Tony House on your left of Canada Top Flight Academy, the back defending NPA national champions. Angelo Provenzano of the London Basketball Academy. Those two teams will be playing each other at 1 p.m. today. That should be a great matchup and a nice steal and transition bucket. Aaron Lloyd from the Bahamas coming up to Canada, playing some prep basketball, coming off the bench for Edge, giving him a 4-point lead. Again, pushing back the other way. Runs into a body. Kick out. Oh, you could hear Lloyd say get down, and it did. Leads up to 7.
We got a few coaches in attendance already here this morning. Coach Jonah Tossig from SMU out in Halifax, and from the NCAA, Coach Roger Powell from Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt has Simi Shitu on the roster, who is having an outstanding season as a freshman. looked at as an NBA prospect in this year's draft boards.
I believe Vanderbilt just lost their starting point guard to an injury.
Yes, they did.
For the
That's
season.
right. And Coach Drew and Coach Powell have been together since their days at Valparaiso. They've had success there recruiting Quebec, and they've dove in with Simi Shitu in Ontario and look to keep that going in Canada. They're here today looking at Okai Jamgoos and Fofo Atadogan just having a look.
Oh! Fofo says no!
That's how you set an impression.
And he's running the floor alongside his running mates. Up top! A day Falar and a date again!
Now he's in the groove.
Don't do it to him! Fofo setting the NPA on fire. Timeout. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Brandon Talbot. I'm mic'd up for Northwell Hoops. Hey, yo, right from the start, the whole time.
Same thing, yo.
Let's go.
Going over, we all. Go, white team!
Yeah, yo, let's just play, bro. For real.
Let's play our game.
Yo, energy, no quiet stuff, bro. Hey, you good? Come here, Pete. Come here, Pete. Give me that. Nope. Talk. Oh, come on, bro. Go to him. He's good. Hey, see you on the kick. You good, though. Keep driving. Keep going in the middle. Hey, let's get in, let's go. Hey, Malik, let's get in, let's go. Come get me. I got help. We good. You come my way, I got you.
Well, if you tuned in a little late, make sure you check out our social media channels a little bit later, and you'll see what Dave Falar and Dadigan just did on both ends of the floor right there. Big time swat on one end, then an alley-oop crush on the other. A new edge came out here with a purpose for this Central National session. I think it's quite obvious. They want to put the entire league and actually the entire country on notice. Brandon Muntu stemming the bleeding for a second.
And Muntu's been good using the fundamentals, the jabs, the pumps, that kind of stuff to throw off the defender. And that time, Fofo's reach almost got back to it.
Interesting there. Edge really didn't have anybody crashing the glass. They still get the rebound coming out. They have different dimensions of the nets in Calgary because there has been some shots that have not even been close.
I've never seen them start a game like this, 3-air balls. They usually don't even shoot 1 air ball per game, let alone 3.5.
Hey, Xavier in the 5 spot. 5. Ball wing.
Edge obviously has done some special things on offense, but it's their defense right now. They've held Halifax Prep scoreless through the first 3 minutes of this second quarter.
3.
I will keep you apprised of the time as we go along. Have a little trouble right now with our timer bug. And there's a date again with another basket, just racking up the points. Fofo is going to be all over the NPA statistical leaderboard this season.
Already one of the top guys in scoring, just over 28 points a game, also averaging about 4 steals a game.
Just took a look over at head coach Marcus Eaton of Halifax Prep, and he took a giant inhale, exhale after that air ball. Don't know if he has seen his team shoot this poorly before. Again, they're without 3 key players You know, Halifax Prep could have easily said, you know, these guys that aren't holding up their end of the academic bargain, you know, to sit out one game, they could have said, okay, you could sit out game 2 or game 3. Because this is obviously a huge game for Halifax Prep, but instead they wanted to make a statement to the rest of their team that we do not put up with this. And as a result, they're down double digits to Edge.
The Spoon had that shot, should have taken it. He usually never hesitates like that.
Quite often, a shooter doesn't take a shot. It results in something negative, like a turnover that we just saw there. Inbounds, Jaron Johnson now. Back up top. Isn't that the way it goes, though? Julian Lawal, I think, has 3 air balls under his belt today, and then nothing but net.
But why is he celebrating the 3? He's got his hands up for a 3. I'm tired of seeing these guys do the Jamal Murray arrow, the 3 in the air. Like, what's going on here? Play the game. Stop celebrating every possession, especially when you're down.
I would agree with that. I think multiple air balls, as a result, you are no longer allowed to celebrate a 3 until it's fourth quarter tie game. And then there's the Wall, not able to pull down the pass. Edge just rim running at every opportunity. They always have a chance. Someone go into the paint, turnover back the other way. Lots of hands in the passing lanes. Timeout on the floor for Edge. Still up 8. Stay with us. We'll be back after a short break. There's one thing I've seen from Kellen Tynes. That guy is not afraid. Very calm under pressure. It's so good in traffic.
Coast to coast on that one.
Kellen Tynes. Basket plus the foul.
Kellen Tynes again on the blow-by.
Tough take. You know what? I'm done calling them tough takes. I think for Kellen Tynes it's easy. He is making this a regular occurrence.
Pick in the pocket, Tynes.
Kellen Tynes picking pockets and finishing. Triple.
He's on the left side, finishes with his right hand, able to just get enough on it.
Man, Kellen Tynes, the court vision on this. Edge's double-digit lead cut down to 8, so head coach Adam Huffman wanted to talk things over. Johnson into the lane, right-hand floater, no good. Getting after it, full court. Ooh, came away with it. Lots of contact, no whistles. I hope the rest of the teams are watching from their hotel room right now. Come ready to play, boys. Not going to get bailed out by any whistles. Spoon Hunter beating the clock from downtown. Ooh, missed Brandon Muntu alone underneath there. Gets it to him now. D'd up by Spoon Hunter. Good from range, Brandon Muntu. Spoon Hunter, no good offensive rebound. Ooh, could have been a walk, I think. Date again. Back rim and out. Plenty of second chance opportunities for both squads. 3:55 to go here in the second quarter.
Guys just bouncing off of Bricky on the attack. Such a strong frame, both him and Fofo.
Ogie almost turned it over. Lual, another travel. A date again. Calling out the offense. Wing three. Trying to get after it on the glass, but Halifax Prep comes out with it. Jaron Johnson pushing the other way. Nice pass off the dribble. Good ball movement. Front rim, no good. Ooh, couldn't get the roll. Halifax Prep definitely not their normal selves, their 4-1 record. Their lone loss coming to Crestwood in that East National session out in New Brunswick, hosted by Rothsay Netherwood School. Spoon Hunter into the paint. Nice finish, Alan Spoon Hunter from inside and out. Muntu now corner three, no good. Lual had an opportunity there to find his teammate, but missed him on the baseline. Muntu, that was deep. That's his range, Brandon Muntu. One of the best scorers we have in the National Preparatory Association.
And Muntu's roles changed up a little bit between last year for Halifax Prep and this season. Just a lot more firepower on the roster.
Play getting a little chippy out there. I expect to see a little bit of that in this session. So many of these teams have seen each other on the live streams, and they want to be able to come out and measure up. Nice cleanup there down low. Dion Duncan. Ooh, Johnson. We got 1:53 left here in the first half. A 10-point lead for Edge over Halifax Prep. Muntu, floater no good. Almost got his own rebound, but Fofo comes out with it. Push up ahead. Tong keeps it himself. Sent back by Ogie, and another block. Oh, Muntu and Fofo sends it back off the glass. Had a little look there if you got to bring it stronger than that.
See the flex.
Tong. Hands off to Spoon Hunter. Has the size advantage. Couldn't get it any deeper. Got the shot up. Offensive rebound and putback. Manyang Tong.
Something tells me this is going to be a different second half. I think now that Edge got their legs under them and they're a little bit in rhythm, they're playing a strong starting five against Halifax Prep's second lineup, basically.
Tong, a little Euro step into the lane and finishes over Ogie. Timeout on the floor. Under 40 seconds to go. Halifax Prep wants to get this back down to single digits after two.
note.
Wow. AJ Lawson. AJ Lawson erasing it at the rim.
EJ is going to take that, and this is going to be two. The AJ Lawson way, one-handed slam.
Really seems like he can carve up this court in just 5 steps end to end. AJ Lawson. That's a name you're going to hear a lot today. That's a name you're going to hear a lot all season long.
Bangs on him for a poster. Man, he is just taking his game up to another level.
Lawson. Let's see what Halifax Prep can do with this final 35 seconds. Stuck 14 right now. Jaron Johnson onto the wing. Lual back up to Johnson. Crossover. Fade away. No good. 16 seconds to go. Ooh, that's a travel.
Turn around, finish. One, ball. Hey, Spoon, stop.
12 seconds. Stepped out of bounds along the sidelines. Under a second left. This is going to be impressive if something gets pulled off here. Oh, Spoon Hunter. No good. 14-point lead at the half. Edge up double digits. Stay with us. Second half action after 6-minute halftime.
Canada Top Flight Academy have went back to back.
Riverhawks are in flight. Shaheed Melton put the NBA on notice.
This is not a game. Don't waste your time. This is not for everybody. So you got to make a decision by the end of today if this is really what you want. Okay? I'm a 5'8" Arab kid, comes from a low-income family. My family was on welfare when we came up. Nobody expected us to be have North Pole hoops in the position that we're in. But everyone that said no saw how hard we grinded and just beat down walls. So now, if you're not going to waste your time, your parents' time, your coaches, don't waste mine either. Because I fought for everything that I've got. And if you want it bad enough, I'm telling you, fight for it. Are we all on the same page?
Look around the room, someone you don't know is watching you, and someone's gonna talk about you after this, and you know, you want them to be able to say the right thing, and you know, that'll help send you in the right direction.
Those guys are here from 7 in the morning training because they want it. Let your game talk, right? That's what game speaks means. 2, 3, game speaks. We've seen lives change in a matter of one weekend. It's all on you.
Is it something that I've done again? Say what?
Here's Campbell, look out, one hand down.
Seeing is believing. Create your very own mixtape that showcases your top highlights and skills. And strengthen your recruiting status with a direct video for coaches and scouts. Available at all NPH covered and hosted events nationwide. Email m. We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running.
We're back. Third quarter action. Edge with a 14-point lead over Halifax Prep. The Sevens out of the Maritimes, undermanned without 3 key players. Man Yang Tong, steal and slam. That's how you start the second half, brought to you by Indochino, the official outfitter of the NPA. We have just welcomed Indochino on board as an official partner. Indochino, made to measure.
I felt like Superman coming out of my suit, man. Perfect fit.
A lot of our coaches will be suited up while they're here in Ottawa. And of course, at NPA Nationals at the end of March, all of our coaches will be wearing their made-to-measure custom-fitted suits, along with our NPA award winners. At the end of the season, we'll also be given that experience, getting suited up. Spoon Hunter picked up his dribble, got it knocked away. Fofo now. Missed his man wide open in the corner, but when you're that close to the rim and you can finish the way that Dadigan does, you just take the easy two. And Jaron Johnson loses it, gets it back. No good. Fofo pushing it back, gets it ahead. Tong fouled by Johnson. Taking a look right now of head coach Adam Huffman, the reigning NPA Coach of the Year. Last year was at Notre Dame with the Hounds. Now here with the expansion Edge School out of Calgary. Brand new basketball program out of a great academic institution out in Calgary, and we will be in Calgary in February for the West National Session.
I was out there for the summer for the MPH Showcase. It just showed me what kind of depth the province of Alberta has in terms of talent. And they can make 2 to 3 solid prep school programs out of the population that's out there. You see some of it dispersed on this Halifax prep roster as well.
Up top. And Dadigan couldn't flush it home. The wall busted his own ankles. Edge on the run. They have a 3-on-3. Fofo's a trailer. Spoon Hunter offensive rebound and putback. You know, I'd heard about Alan Spoon Hunter, and I was very excited to see him at this session. He can really do a little bit of everything. Jaron Johnson, no finish. Edge with multiple opportunities on the offensive end. This one is getting ugly quick. Leads up to 21. Not even 2 minutes into this third quarter.
And Halifax prep very stagnant on their offense today, kind of just ball watching. Look at the guards at the top here.
Ooh, bodies hitting the floor. Tong stepped in to draw the charge. Halifax prep without some key players. Janine Simmons, Logan Rousson, Akoy Uwat, Christo Ugodo. And Uwat, one of 2 players averaging a double-double this season in the NPA, so that's a huge loss for this squad. Dadigan, no good.
And one of the things that coaches wanted to see from Fofo was his ability to make the three, and it hasn't really been his day today from the three-point line. Vanderbilt, again, in attendance, getting a scout. Just doing some evaluating out here in Canada.
Johnson, well off the mark. That could have been an easy travel call. Instead, two-handed slam from Ogie. Spoon Hunter gets around him, kick out. Leto, no good. Fofo got pushed in the back. Muntu draws a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Subs coming in for both squads. It's a 17-point lead for Edge. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Game 1 of 5 today.
Be aggressive. Yeah, two. Second side. Hey, get Ben to run 1. Get Ben to run 1. Oh, Aaron, second side.
Halifax Prep throwing some zone out. No good from range. Ooh, 2 on none. Muntu, easy 2. Leads down to 15. Edge wants to talk things over. Stay with us. We'll be back to Ottawa, Ontario.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in! No good! 2 seconds to go! Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly!
Exposure starts here.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition.
That boy's not messing around, Tarek.
Little full court mini press from Halifax Prep. Edge, no problem with that. Ooh, nice cut, nice look. No finish. Getting back on D to disrupt that shot. Muntu no good. Edge spreads the floor. Tong. Kick out. Fofo. Time to gather, but it popped out. No roll.
And the 3 ball has not gone for Fofo at Dogan today.
Ooh, Tong with those long arms. Got out to disrupt that shot, got a piece on the 3-point attempt.
Spacing! Get on the old glass!
Ooh, Tong, nice look. Yeah, a little shove on the back, thought he got away with it, but Ben Gilbert will be going to the line for the and 1. Now Lieber Gab, the first 7-footer in NPA history, in there boxing out against Fofo, who almost took it away. And it's a turnover and a Euro step, no finish. Hit on the head, going to the line to shoot 2.
And he's going to be a project piece. This is not a finished product, not even close. He's already shed, speaking on the 7-footer here, Ali Regab, he's already shed a bunch of weight and continues to take care of his body. I think he'll find a place, a home somewhere, at minimum the U Sports level.
Brecky Davis extends the lead to 16. Got away with one there. Results in 2. Just coming up on the midway point of the 3rd quarter. Ball movement from Edge. Ooh, didn't know when he pulled up there. It looked a little awkward, but Gilbert cashes it. Oh. Halifax Prep trying to keep this one within striking distance. Oh, Muntu turns it over. We got numbers 3-on-1. A Dave Falar and a date again. Easy 2 off of glass, just gliding in. You hear the Edge bench talking out on every defensive possession.
This is probably the most highly communicative bench in the league. The guys on the floor always know what the shot clock's at. They always know what the play call is. You can't mess up. The only way you really mess up is if you haven't studied the play.
Three in the key called. It's another sign of a good team. The communication as one player comes off the floor, passing on the information to another. Such an overlooked communication tool. That was a tough 2 right there. Trayvon Hamilton. Halifax Prep. Got to have an opportunity to cut into this one. They got to do it now in this 3rd quarter. Rayvon Young checks back in for Halifax Prep. 7-footer now off the floor. That would have been helpful. Hamilton at the line shooting 2. With 3:03 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Halifax Prep needs to make the most of this opportunity right now. A date again on the bench for Edge. Ooh, that would have been a big steal for Halifax Prep. They need a stop and a basket. Ooh, Spoon Hunter was not even close. That was Dion Duncan cleaning up the mess. And
I've seen Spoon Hunter be fire, and then I've seen him do this. So I'm not sure what to make of his game, how to project. I'm just very confused today. Halifax Prep, obviously not at full strength here. A lot of their starters out for disciplinary issues. Edge looks like their legs aren't really under them today. You've seen that from their shooting.
Sitting here thinking, the built-in excuse is, the travel, and this is their first game since getting in. But, that's what's great about having a national league like this. This is preparing these players for what they're going to face at the next level.
And Xavier Spencer, number 42 in the black for Edge, class of 2023. That's the same class as number 1 prospect Elijah Fisher. He's a very interesting one, plays multiple positions. There he is taking the shot. Plays anywhere from 3 to 5 in some cases. Just physically advanced for his age group.
Talk, gaps.
Hamilton calling out the play. Nice look to the baseline. Lots of contact. Muntu will head to the line. Opportunity to cut into this 14-point lead with 1:41 left here in the third. Muntu splits a pair. Tong comes down with it. Fofo back on the floor for Edge. Tong pulls it up. Fofo called for the carry. Wall hits a 3. Leads down to 10. Offensive rebound. Spencer tried to dish it off. Halifax Prep, this would be a big final minute right now. Get it back. Halifax Prep feels like they could grab this momentum heading into the fourth. They could get it down to single digits. That'd be big.
They're doing a good job keeping it within reach. I thought Edge would have came out in the second half looking to close this up, looking to pull away. That has not been the case.
Edge has gone pretty quiet on the offensive end here. 6 on the shot clock. Big time shot. Brecky Davis. It's almost lunchtime. Don't tell that to Brecky. Went over a few heads here, but that was a great pullback, helped up by his bench. Dion Duncan picks up the foul. Four seconds to go here. 12-point lead. That three ball by Davis was huge, giving Edge a little bit of breathing room here, as Halifax Prep was ready to snatch the momentum away.
And for this next one, we're gonna have a packed gym in here. The host team, Canada Top Flight, taking on London Basketball Academy before they head out to Rhode Island. Moon Wreath, #1 in the class of 2021, had a spectacular opening against Beast. No challenge there.
And we're going back the other way. Time ran out in the quarter, though. 10-point lead. Stay with us. We got a good fourth quarter coming your way after a short break.
Is on another level.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And there's Tynes again. Caleb Suey.
He split a pair of defenders, finessed his way around another that was looking to draw a charge, finished with a nice kiss off the window.
Great body control.
Air balls as a team today. Is it the legs, jet lag, or?
Ten-point lead for Edge. They've had to work out the kinks here against Halifax Prep. One of the poorer shooting games we've seen from Edge.
Final quarter here before the home team takes the floor. Fofo on the miss.
Put back from Dion Duncan. Ooh, Manyang Tong skying through, but it was snuck in by Muntu. And that's what you like to see from your head coach, Adam Huffman. Pulled one of his star players off the floor after seeing something he didn't like in the first 30 seconds here of the fourth quarter. Had a stern message, and we move on. Edge D'ing up, pull up three, that would have been huge. Big rebound pulled down by Noah Leto. Foul on Halifax Prep. Alan Spoon Hunter inbounding on the sidelines here, 14 on the shot clock. Gets it back. Kick back out. Gilbert. Turnover. Muntu. Steal. And finishes off glass. Halifax Prep within striking distance. Their head coach trying to will them on.
And Brendan Muntu leading the way in offense for Halifax Prep. It was a quiet first half for him, but he's got things going now. This whole game, to be honest with you, Jay, has been just very sloppy from both ends. I did not expect to see this from these two teams.
Speaking of sloppy, turnover in the corner. Dadigan back on the floor after a little minute-and-a-half break to think about what his coach did not like from him in the early going. Muntu, kick out, Jaron Johnson, the two original members of this Halifax Prep squad, and Johnson has it sent back. Edge on the run. Tong, Spoon Hunter, thought about it. Into the corner, Fofo, pull up. Cash money. Our third leading scorer in the National Preparatory Association, and Dadigan splashing it from range, pushing the lead back up to double digits. Good non-call by the refs, had his hands straight up. Fofo shovels it off, nice finish. Brecky Davis and a Dayfular and a Dadigan. A little 1-2 punch here for Edge. And we talked about him an awful lot in this game. A Dayfular and a Dadigan, one of our NPA power performers, Elliot.
League. You find him in every area of the stat categories. Fofo Watadogan, a 6-foot guard in the 2019 class, has a lot of NCAA interest right now. He's got many U sports programs who have pulled the trigger and showed that they really want him.
As you see right there, on a lot of the top statistical categories in the NPA, take a look at the bench for for Edge. At the same time, Canada Top Flight Academy getting ready for their game against London Basketball Academy that will come your way at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Ooh. Yanked it from range. Adil Bonot. Big offensive putback, Man Yang Tong.
66-54 for Edge. They've been in control of most of the game, hanging on to about a 10-point lead. And on one side, you had Halifax Prep make a three. On the next one, it's an air ball. This is what I'm talking about. They celebrate way too early. That is going to be one of their Achilles heels down the stretch.
Edge isn't celebrating anything. They hit a shot. They step up on D. Turnover, and they get the ball right back.
This game's been tough to watch, man, with just the shooting percentages today from both ends.
McGab called for the foul. Again, 7-footers so often, put the arms straight up, but then they start waving them around, and it's an easy foul call for the officials. Gets them both.
Back up to a 16-point lead here for Edge.
That didn't take long, Elias.
They can get off on these runs, man. When they're playing at their best, I think with the lineup that Halifax Prep has and is able to play with today, in a regular game for Edge, and what I mean by regular is just them playing at the level that we know they can play, this is not even a contest. When Halifax Prep is at full strength, though, and has their full roster on, then we got ourselves an exciting game. That's what I was expecting today before I found out that guys were out for disciplinary issues. Just got to get stuff together in the classroom.
Lost an awful lot of size, that's for sure.
And the shot selection here has been rough, very rough. The ball movement's been very slow for Halifax.
Edge working it in, then back out. Turnover. Lual keeps it himself. Euro step finish in the lane. Halifax Prep ain't going away. Spoon Hunter. Nice look into the middle. I mean, they have not been able to shut down that play. Dion Duncan with an easy jumper. .5:20 to go here with a 16-point lead for Edge. Lual to Muntu, try to feed the big man, but they will get it back.
Becky, hand and ball, tell him, so everyone see it. Pulls out, Spoon, stay with him. He comes off the screen after. Don't cheat, curl it, chase him off.
It's Adam Huffman calling out directions on D. Head coach for Edge. Nice floater in the lane. Trayvon Hamilton. Date again.
Slow release on that one. He's not going to be able to get those shots off against teams that are going to close out a lot faster.
Just over the midway point now of this fourth quarter.
Spoon, go, quick, go. Turn and run now.
Tong with the steal. Fofo going up to throw down. A Dave Fuller and a Dadigan. Denton rims here in the nation's capital. Muntu checking in the sidelines. Gets it back. Wants to go to work. Mid-range game, no good. Fofo pulls it down. This, I want the ball. Ball's not going in the rim after a whistle.
Yeah, they got to cut that out.
No, it's become like a real thing. Like after the whistle, if you give up the ball first, you are less of a man.
Yeah, it's all ego. It's all ego. Testosterone flaring.
Well, wait till that happens in a a championship game
where you get teched up
and you get teed up.
Yeah, yep.
And you're gonna say, "What are you talking about? I do it all the time. I never get teed up." Well, every official is gonna call it differently. Any empty offensive possession at this point for Halifax Prep is going to really hurt them. Edge has been in control of this game since about the midway point of the first quarter. Looking to stay undefeated on their NPA season. Transition, leaking out for two. Rayvon Young. Tong hasn't found his range yet. Lual. Date again. Gilbert. Tong. Ooh, just taken away by Chris Ogie. Bad pass attempt. Muntu gets it back. Big time shot right here, no good. Own rebound. Ooh, foul call could have went the way of Halifax Prep, but they're gonna call a timeout instead. 2:36 to go here in the fourth quarter. Stay with us, we'll be back after a short break.
Win for Notre Dame to move them to 2-0 here in Ontario, as Fofo says, Wilcox, Saskatchewan is in the house.
Adafalarin Adadagan is doing it from every part of the floor right now.
By any means, so whenever there's a drought, get your umbrellas out because that's when I brainstorm. I remember I was just like you. I remember I was just like
2:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Edge has been able to keep Halifax Prep at arm's length throughout this one. Looking to put the finishing touches on it. Nice move into the lane. Count it, Aaron Lloyd. Ran out of space, and Edge has done a pretty good job of staying low to the ground.
And Halifax Prep, after a turnover, just not getting back on defense. They look very deflated right now.
Well, this is an energy team, and the problem with that is that it works both ways. The thing with an energy team is the same way that big plays get you going, you can get deflated very quickly. Chris Ogie, go to the line.
This is a communication time. We got guys sleeping. Let's go. Who's pinching, Fo? Oh, who's pinching? Who's got shooter?
And you can hear constant instruction from Coach Adam Huffman, last season's Coach of the Year.
You know, you can really tell a lot about a team at this point of the season, where they're building towards. And Edge right now has championship aspirations. And Alan Spoonhunter from the land beyond, pushing the lead up to 18. 1:24 to go. $1:11 to go here. Oh, nice little pocket pass, but no finish. As this team continues to play more games together, they are going to be dangerous. I mean, this has not been a pretty game for Edge, but you've still seen glimpses of what they're going to be able to provide. We got some solid matchups set up for this Central National Session in Ottawa, Ontario. And at 1 p.m., we have the defending back-to-back NPA champion Canada Top Flight Academy taking on London Basketball Academy. That will be the 1 p.m. Eastern game. Final seconds of the game. Still nothing taken for granted. Alan Spoonhunter said, Brendan Muntzer, you're not going to dunk on me. I don't care what the score is and how much is left. I'm not going to end up on NPA Canada's Twitter account. I'm not going to be on the opposite end of your favorites.
There's been many victims of that in recent history.
You're not going to do it for the gram on me, my friend.
Jason Tom, the plus 30-year-old with the lingo, laying it down.
Polite with the plus 30-year-old. I appreciate it.
Are you in your 40s now?
No.
Oh, well, then there you go.
Every team needs a veteran. 10 seconds to go. Game number 1 on day number 2 of the Central National Session is in the books, 79-62. Edge out of Calgary, Alberta wins the first West versus East matchup of the session. Stay with us, folks. 1 p.m. Eastern, you will see CTA and LBA exactly a half hour from now.